You're in the weekly strategy meeting. The boss asks a question and the room goes silent. You know the answer. In fact, you have a brilliant idea. It's right on the tip of your tongue. Your brain starts racing, but you don't speak. You wait. You think, is this the right time? What if I sound stupid? What if I'm wrong? You hesitate. You wait for the perfect moment. Then he speaks up. Let's call him Dave. Dave is loud. Dave is mediocre. Half the time. Dave doesn't even read the brief. Dave blurts out a half-baked, average idea. It's the same idea you had, but worse. And what happens? The boss nods. Great initiative, Dave. The room agrees. Dave gets the credit. Dave gets the promotion. Dave gets the raise. And you sit there in silence. You go back to your desk and tell yourself a comforting lie. You tell yourself, I'm just being polite. I'm humble. I'm not an arrogant jerk like Dave. Stop lying to yourself. You weren't being humble. You were being a coward. You are trapped in a mental cage called shame. You think your hesitation is a sign of high morality. It's not. It is a biological leash that keeps you poor, invisible, and angry. You follow the rules. You wait your turn. And because of that, the world is punishing you. Today, we are going to cut that leash. Welcome to the dark side of confidence. You think you're a good person. I'm here to tell you that you are just a frightened animal. Let's look at the hardware. Your brain is running on outdated software. It hasn't had a firmware update in 50,000 years. Back then, you lived in a tribe of about 150 people. In that world, shame by death. If you spoke up, if you acted weird, if you broke a rule, the tribe would kick you out. You would be left alone in the cold. A jaguar would eat you. End of genetic line. So, your brain developed a safety mechanism, a biological alarm system. We call it social anxiety or embarrassment. Fast forward to today. You are sitting in a coffee shop in New York or London. You want to ask someone for their number, or you want to film a vlog in public. Suddenly, that alarm goes off. Your heart pounds. Your palms sweat. You feel like you are about to die. Why? Because your primitive brain thinks the barista is the tribal chief. It thinks if you look stupid, you will be exiled to the wilderness and eaten by wolves. But look around. There are no wolves. There is no tribe. If you embarrass yourself in a Starbucks today, nobody cares. They are too busy looking at their phones. Even if they laugh, you walk out the door and never see them again. Social death is not physical death, but you treat them the same. You let a ghost haunt you. You are letting a 50,000-year-old survival instinct stop you from posting a video, starting a business, or asking for what you want. You are a lion afraid of a mouse because your software is glitching. Recognize the glitch. Then ignore it. Now, let's talk about your bank account. There is a personality trait called agreeableness. It means you are polite. You value harmony. You don't want to rock the boat. You want everyone to like you. Society tells you this is a virtue. Society is lying to you. In the real world, high agreeableness is a predictor of poverty. The data is clear. Disagreeable people make more money. Let me paint you a picture. You get a job offer. HR slides a piece of paper across the table. We can offer you $60,000 a year. The agreeable you, the victim, your stomach tightens. You think, oh, that's okay. At least I have a job. I don't want to seem ungrateful. I don't want them to take the offer back. You smile. You shake hands. You say, thank you so much. You just lost. You paid the nice guy tax. The disagreeable you, the winner. You look at the paper. You look at the HR manager, and you do nothing. You create silence. Thick, heavy, awkward silence. You don't smile. You don't nod. You treat the awkwardness like a tool. You let it sit there on the table. Finally, you say, I can do it for 60. I need 75. Now, your heart is racing. You feel rude. Your brain is screaming at you to apologize, Dawn. This is the secret. Conflict is a currency. If you cannot handle the heat of a little conflict, you cannot buy respect. People do not respect doormats. They wipe their feet on them. When you are always nice, people assume you are weak. They assume you have no options. Stop trying to be liked. Start trying to be effective. The moment you stop caring if the other person thinks you're difficult is the moment you start getting what you actually deserve. Be difficult. Be expensive. Let the other guy fill the awkward silence. You just sit back and watch. Let's go deeper. I'm going to hurt your feelings now. You think your fear of embarrassment comes from being humble. You think you're just shy. Wrong. You are actually arrogant. You suffer from main character syndrome. You walk into a room. and you think all the cameras are pointed at you. You think everyone is analyzing your haircut, your shoes, the way you walk. If you make a mistake, if you stutter in a presentation or trip on the sidewalk, you think, oh no, everyone saw that. They will remember this forever. This is pure narcissism. Here is the brutal truth. You are an NPC in everyone else's movie. People are not thinking about you. They are thinking about themselves. They are thinking about their rent, their bad breakup, or what they're going to eat for lunch. Let's test this. Go to a crowded gym. You see that guy in the corner, the one terrified to lift the weights because he thinks he looks weak. He thinks everyone is judging him. But look around. The big guys, they are looking at themselves in the mirror. The girl on the treadmill, she's watching Netflix. Nobody is watching you. This sounds depressing, but it is actually the ultimate freedom. It means you can fail. You can be weird. You can be loud. And 20 minutes later, the world has scrolled past you. The human memory is a spam filter. It deletes everything that isn't essential. You are not essential to them. So, stop acting like you are the center of the universe. Your shame is just your ego trying to protect a self-image that nobody else cares about. Kill the main character. Be free. Now, let's talk about the future. There is a dark rule in psychology called the halo effect. It means that if people like one thing about you, usually your success, they will trick their brains into liking everything about you. This is why you need to stop worrying about how you look while you are climbing the mountain. Because success sanitizes your history. Let's look at the tech billionaires, the genius founders. Before they made their first billion, do you know what people called them? Weird, obsessive, rude, impossible to work with, arrogant. But then, the stock price goes up, they win, and suddenly the narrative flips. Those negative traits, they get rebranded. Rude becomes honest, obsessive becomes passionate, arrogant becomes visionary. The outcome justifies the behavior. This is pure Machiavellianism. If you are polite, careful, and nice, but you fail, you are just a loser. If you are shameless, bold, and difficult, and you win, you are a legend. People love a winner so much that they will rewrite their own memories to support you. They will say, I always knew he was special. He just didn't follow the rules. So, stop apologizing for your ambition. Stop trying to make the process look pretty. The process is ugly. The process is messy. You are going to offend some people. You are going to look stupid for a while. Let them laugh. Let them call you crazy. Once you put the trophy on the table, they will ask you for an autograph. You might be thinking, this sounds great, but I'm still scared. My hands still shake when I have to speak up. Good. That means you are alive. But if you can't kill the fear, you must bypass it. You need a cheat code. We call this the alter ego. Here is the secret. You don't have to be brave. You just have to roleplay someone who is. Look at Bianca. In the early days, she was a polite, religious girl from Texas. She was terrified of being too sexy or too aggressive on stage. So, she didn't go on stage. She sent someone else. She invented a character called Sasha Fierce. Sasha wasn't polite. Sasha didn't care about judgment. Sasha was a machine. When the lights went down, Bianca took the mask off. But while the music was playing, the mask was in control. You need a mask. Your brain is easily tricked. If you put on a costume, your brain changes its behavior to match the costume. Next time you have a negotiation, or a date, or a hard conversation, don't go as yourself. Yourself is full of doubt. Yourself remembers being bullied in 4th grade. Instead, create a character. Put on a specific blazer, or a pair of glasses, or a heavy watch. Make that item your trigger. Tell yourself, when I wear this watch, I am the closer. The closer doesn't have feelings. The closer just gets the deal signed. It sounds crazy, maybe, but actors do it every day. They step into a role and they stop being afraid. Stop trying to fix your broken self. Just bench yourself. Send in the avatar. Let the character take the hits. Let the character cash the checks. We are done with the theories now. We are down to the only thing that matters, your choice. You can close this video. You can go back to your nicest life. You can keep smiling when you actually want to scream. You can keep apologizing for taking up space. You can keep waiting for permission that is never coming. You can stay in the cage. It's safe in there. It's comfortable. The tribe will love you. They will pat you on the head and call you a good person, and you will die without anyone ever knowing who you really were. You will remain a background character in someone else's movie, an extra, an NPC. Or you can wake up. You can realize that shame is just a fence, and the fence is imaginary. There is no electric shock. There are no guards. The door has been unlocked the whole time. The moment you stop caring about the applause of people you don't even like is the moment you become dangerous. It is the moment you become the player. I don't want you to like this video. I don't want you to type "great video" in the comments. I want you to test it. Tomorrow, do one thing that makes your stomach turn. Send the email you're afraid to send. Wear the outfit you think is too much. Disagree with your boss when he is wrong. Sit in the awkward silence without fixing it. Let your face burn. Let your heart pound. Let the adrenaline hit you. And then, watch what happens. The sky won't fall. The police won't come. The world will simply adjust around you. Stop asking for permission to exist. Stop waiting to be invited. The cage is open. Walk out.